Hello everyone, and I welcome all of you to Online Study for You, a complete placement solution. This is Pratik Srivastava, your founder of Online Study for You. Friends, Infosys has announced hiring for 2027 batch on campus, and soon they will be hiring system engineer and SP and DSE role for 2027 batch. Okay, for system engineer role, the package will be 3.6 LPA. For SP and DSE role, the package will be 6.25 to 21 LPA. But SP and DSE role on campus, now there is some change, and the same might be replicated even in the off campus as well. Okay, if you look at the syllabus of Infosys system engineer, then total time will be given to you is 120 minutes, right? Okay, and each section will have a separate cutoff. So section 1 will be reasoning ability test, 15 questions for the 15 marks. Section 2 will be technical ability test, that is nothing but aptitude. So there will be 10 question and the time maximum marks will be 10. Section 3 will be verbal ability test, 20 question and maximum marks is 20. Section 4 will be pseudocode, 5 questions will be given to you for 10 marks. Section 5 will be numerical puzzle test, 4 question 10 marks. Section 6 will be English grammar, 5 question 10 marks, and then will be English writing test will be there. So that these are the sections. Okay, and friends, system engineer is not a very tough exam. Coding will not be there. You will be easily able to start your career with Infosys. Okay, when there is no coding, you can get started with system engineer role. Okay, now friends, but what is a problem coming nowadays? So if we'll talk about Capgemini hiring, right? So now they have included AI assisted coding, okay, and then AI literacy. So now AI, then if we'll talk about Cognizant, so this was Capgemini and this was Cognizant. So Cognizant also, if you'll see, so here prompt engineering, coding RAG, okay, and then responsible AI, Azure AI. So everywhere now the AI is getting included, and we don't know, right? So going forward, if AI will be also able to see in all this examination. So now AI is everywhere. You cannot save yourself from AI. You have to learn AI, and if you have not started learning AI till now, then friends, let me tell you, you are falling behind. But don't worry, don't stress out. I will show you the exact path, right, which you have to follow for learning AI. Okay, one thing which you might have realized when you go through this YouTube or many places, right? So either they will teach you very basics, or they will consider that you have done PhD in AI. So there is no systematic, right, structured courses for AI. Okay, so and if you're not from tech background, then forget about that, course is not built for you. But don't worry, today I'm going to recommend you Simplilearn, and I'll tell you, so this is one of the top pick currently for learning AI through online resources, right? And there are reasons also. Their courses are designed by the top universities and the top gyans, right? Here you can see the names. And if you look at their courses, so these are their courses, right? So postgraduate certificate program in artificial intelligence and machine learning, professional certificate in generative AI, machine learning and intelligence control system, professional certificate courses in generative AI and machine learning. See, the most important thing what I get is like it is very much structured, right? So practical and career focused way. See, the main intention to learn AI is to get a job. It's not like you just have to learn because everybody is learning. No, you have, it should be career focused, right? And three things I liked in this Simplilearn courses. Also, one more thing I wanted to tell you, friends, if you go on Google, right, and if you searched Simplilearn AI courses, right, if you click over here, you come to all, right, and then you will be able to see Simplilearn course online expert led training program. So either you can search on Google, or you can go through the link which is given to you. So three things basically I love about you. So I love about Simplilearn. So you learn by doing things, right? So real world projects will be there and actual tools. So till then you don't get involved in the real time learnings, right? There won't be, you won't be able to learn anything. And second thing is no experience required. Third thing, if you're a student, professional, or if you want to switch your jobs, then this course is best designed for you. Simplilearn is going to help you a lot. Okay, so that's what, just search on Google or go through the link given in description. That's all I wanted to tell you, because now you also know the future is AI, and we must learn in a structured way, practical way, right? Which definitely gives us a lot of things, right? Okay, anyway, so let's come back. So Infosys online test for system engineer is clear. Okay, there is no change of pattern for now. System engineer role for 2027 batch. Okay, now so let's go for SPDSE courses. So there is one thing which I wanted to tell you, friends. SPDSE exams basically. So if we'll talk about, then on campus and off campus there is lot of differences there. Okay, so I'll just give you a very brief idea. In off campus round we have two physical rounds. So two physical round means, see, first round will be, round one will be online. Round two again it is similar, like three questions you have to do. That will be offline. Okay, and then round three will be interview. But in on campus, okay, in on campus this R2 will not be there. So you'll have round one online, okay, which you could see here. So basically you will be getting four questions, and out of that you have to do any three, and each questions will have 12 test cases. So three questions means you will be having 36 test cases will be there. Okay, and for the different role like this DSE, the package is 6.25. For a specialist programmer it is 10 LPA. For a specialist programmer L2 it is 16 LPA, and for a specialist programmer L3 it will be 21 LPA. Correct? Okay, now so friends, earlier what was happening, now what is the change in for 2027 batch, that we will see. So earlier what was happening, like suppose if you do around 1 point, 6 7 questions, right, 1.6 or 7 questions, you were getting called for DSE role. If you are doing 2 point something, right, 2.15, I mean I'm just talking about like 2.2 questions. Okay, so what I mean to say here is, so if you are doing three questions, right, three questions is there. So suppose if you completed only one question, let's suppose very simple example. So you are getting interview for DSE role. If you are getting two questions, you are getting called for SP role. Okay, for L1 L2. If you are doing all three questions, then you are calling for SP L3 role, right? But now it will not happen like this. So now what is the changes? So suppose they are keeping a cutoff of two questions. So if you are able to do two questions, then irrespective of your roles you will be sent for interview. Okay, and based on interview and based on how you are performing in the interview, right, so based on how you are performing in the interview, you will be getting DSC role, you will be getting DSC role, or L1 or L2 or L3. Okay, so now uh, earlier written test was deciding that which role interview will be there, but now after you write the written test, and you don't have to solve all questions, so there is some certain cutoff is there that you have to cross, and then after the interview the role will be decided. Okay, so again for SP and DSE role, so here if you'll see, it will be like BE BTech. Where is it? So this is like old this thing. Okay, but same thing will be given to you, right? So don't look at this. So BE BTech, ME MTech, MC and MSc will be eligible. This will be your salary pattern, right? So round one will be virtual assessment. See, this is for off campus, and this is what will not happen in the on campus. So this is the difference I wanted to tell you. So this will not be happening in the on campus, right? Okay, so you will have round one, and then you will be having around this assessment will not happen, only the interview will happen, right? Okay, so I hope you got the clarity. So if we'll talk about system engineer topics, then simplification, percentage, profit loss, average, time and work, pipe systems, data interpretation, statistics, A's, permutation, combination, ratio, proportion, CISI, time, speed and distance, mixer and delegation, alphabetical series, coding, decoding, direction, syllogism, ranking, number system, blood relation, data sufficiency, analogy, critical reasoning, city arrangement, that will Infosys reasoning. Okay, so this was a small information which I wanted to give you, so no need to get panic. Okay, so for Infosys, as such, the syllabus is not changed, the pattern remains same, but the only thing is now you have to be very clear with learning AI, otherwise it is going to be a problem. Without AI, now getting placement will be very tough. Thank you, take care, and all the very best.